welcome to the Borealis experience. I'm your host Aurora, life coach and companion on this beautiful path called life. I hope you're doing well, and I'm very excited to spend a couple moments with you. I just want to give you a fair warning that my head is all over the place right now. I was originally going to talk about your daily habits, the little habits that you engage in, the little habits that compound, that make up the you, your identity, your life, the way you think. Then I came across a beautiful podcast the other day where they talked about the Moxie, inner strength, the strong passion of existing, the strong passion of feeling alive. And then I came across the topic of discipline. What is your relationship with discipline? Is it kind of a swear word? Do you cringe when you hear that word? Or do you have very positive associations with discipline, the word or the meaning? So as you can see, it is 3 very loaded, important topics that are very, interesting to talk about and interesting to explore. What do people associate with those 3 topics and what resonates the most? And for today, I decided to talk about your inner strength. I feel called to that topic today, and I will for sure address the other 2 topics here in coming episodes. It is with great curiosity that I approach this topic, because inner strength can look pretty differently when it comes to people from all kinds of situations, like all walks of life. They can feel a different degree of inner strength. And whenever I'm passionate about a topic, the next time I go out, the next time I interact with people, I will keep an eye on this. I will ask myself, okay, I'm going to talk to this person now, or I see this other person over there, and what is their inner strength like? So what is inner strength? Is it confidence? Is it, a passion, a willingness to be seen? Is it a person who knows his or her worth? Is it a person who is arrogant? Is it a person who is kind of elbowy and super competitive? How do you imagine would it feel to be in the presence of a person who has inner strength? Would it feel intimidating? Would it feel very good and warm and welcoming? Would you feel like you have to compete? Would it feel like something new, like something that you've never experienced in your life? Take a moment now and try to describe for yourself what means inner strength to you. Is it resilience? Is it love? Respect? When was the last time you felt very strong from the inside out? What were you doing? Who were you with? I feel that inner strength can be seen in the eyes of a person. And maybe it's just me experiencing that way. I can also imagine feeling this in a person because of the way they speak and choose their words. I feel I could sense inner strength in another person in the way they're moving, in the way they breathe, and the vibe they give off. Kind of assertive and clear, but at the same time warm and great empathy. I can also imagine a person with inner strength will influence other people around him or her. I think a person with inner strength will deal with less bullshit, less pain, less suffering. Because they know how to set clear boundaries with their body, their language. They know how to communicate clearly to people what and who they are, when and where. All this to say, they have a clear image, a clear sense of self. And they're not trying to fulfill an image. They just fill that picture out. They have a very strong sense of who they are, what they want in life. Now, if you're listening to this episode and right now you don't really know what you want in life, you don't really know what your calling and your purpose is, and you don't really quite figure out yet who you are, don't despair, my friend. This is what we are here for. This is what we're exploring. This is part of the human experience. And we can learn to get closer and closer and closer to that inner strength that I'm trying to describe today. The beautiful episode that I have listened to the other day was a story from years ago, I think 2013, and it was a woman telling her story about how she went home after a yoga lesson one night and a man appeared behind her and started talking, and she was listening to something on her phone. She had her earbuds in, just noticed that, there was somebody walking behind her, and she just turned around, saw him, and then kept walking, didn't really react. And 2-3 more times he started talking to her, and she just kept walking. And the 4th time, he grabbed her shoulder and turned her around. And it's only then that she saw that he had a gun. And he wanted her phone and her wallet. And at that moment, when she realized that he had a gun, she stared him dead in the eyes. And she said she could feel her whole body. She felt so alive in such a weird situation. She felt so alive, and it came shining through her eyes. And this guy just kept talking, and she couldn't really hear because she was like in a trance. And then he turned around and left. And of course, she described it way more vividly than I just did. But what I want to come down to is that her batteries were fully charged. She totally knew who she was. She totally knew how much she wants to be on this planet, how much she wants to be alive. And she didn't cave. She didn't melt. She didn't freak out when he was standing there with his gun. She just stood there with her energy facing him, and it made him crawl away. And then she turned around and walked home as if nothing ever happened. And it's only after that she realized what just happened. But if she had done a wrong movement, if she had started to, ask questions, start a conversation, cave, that situation could have turned out really differently. So it is that moxie, that aliveness, that passion to exist where you can start. You can start to know that you are so unique. There's nobody like you on this planet Earth, and we want to see you shine. The people who don't want to see you shine are actually intimidated by you. We need you to find out who you are. We need you to find out what your calling is, your purpose is, and then we want you to recklessly share it with the people, with all of us. Your inner strength is something that you need to nurture every day. There will be situations in your daily life where you feel self-doubt, where you are not very clear, hey, that person just attacked me, that person just judged me. Is it really about me or is it about them? Did I really make a mistake and have to adjust and reflect and change for the better? Or is it other people projecting their shit onto me? You see, inner strength is not only about shining your light and being confident and knowing who you are. It's also knowing the difference. Now you fucked up. Now another person is projecting their pain onto you, and you don't need to take that shit. I'm going to leave you with that. If you have any questions, if you want to know more about it, I'm totally excited to do another episode about this topic. I'm always, so passionate, so curious to know where you guys are listening from. Maybe you want to drop me a line. Maybe you want to connect with me on Facebook and let me know your thoughts. And I'm gonna go and enjoy a snow day today. It's really cold in Canada again. Take really good care of yourself and be on the quest of your inner strength, and then enjoy it, feel it, protect it. Let other people see it. With lots of love and respect, I will be out there for you very soon again.